We wallow in our self-pity and self-regret, but we know that feeling. It's comforting. The positive feelings that come at us when we actually start improving our life, that's what messes you up. So, in this video, I'm gonna show you the 5 barriers stopping you from getting fit in your life. Hello good people, my name is Roger, main coach from Fat Forfeit. I'm gonna show you how you can turn your body from this into this, following my advice on this channel to create your very own personal fitness lifestyle. So, without further ado, let's dive right in and stick until the end of the video so you can watch the bonus content. Before we go ahead and list all the barriers, just know that all of them usually come from within, not without. We can unravel them, we can surpass them. It's usually not the exterior circumstances preventing us from getting fit. It's our internal battles in how we deal with our own stuff. Although there are more than these 5 barriers, believe me there are, these are the ones that are affecting the most amount of people. Number 1, which is low self-esteem or self-love. When we think about self-esteem, when we think about self-love, it's all about caring for the number 1 person in your life, which is you, yourself. And without the practice of self-esteem or loving ourselves, we cannot begin to do the hard things that are needed. So we won't ever feel the need to exercise because it's good for us, or eating correctly because it's good for us. Why would you do something difficult for someone you don't like? This is the first barrier and comes from very early programming generally in life that prevents you from looking at yourself as a person of value. Second barrier, lack of experience. When we think about starting an exercise plan or going to the gym or any kind of physical activity, the first barrier, one of the first barriers, if not the self-esteem, self-love thing, is that we don't know what we're gonna do. What point we should start at, what we are supposed to even expect when we go to exercise. This is paralysis by analysis. You don't go because you get overwhelmed with the possible amount of information that will soon come right at you that you are not expecting. You eventually don't even go, you don't even try. Number 3, the inability to sacrifice momentary pleasure for our long-term gains. And this is the plague of the 21st century, because everything is handed to us in our mobile phones, everything is handed to us at our doorstep, everything is one click away. What is not one click away are the things that are worth doing. An exercise plan, a nutrition plan, meditating, something that is not dopaminergic activity in your brain from the present moment. So if you cannot sacrifice the 30 minutes a day from Netflix to go and exercise, you need to reevaluate what you're gaining in that moment that is not even worth sacrificing the 30 minutes for. This is a common occurrence among people. Without the propensity to sacrifice the momentary moment for our future self, for the day of tomorrow, we will never gain the good things in life. Number 4, being self-conscious of what other people might think of you. This is more easily said than done for those who are affected by this dilemma, which is all the eyes that you think are staring and judging. From your family, to your friends, to your co-workers, to the people at the gym, to the people walking by next to you in the street. If a person is self-conscious to think that other people are always judging and staring at them, thinking bad things about them, because you let yourself go or something. Usually that's not the case, and you'll learn it in this video. And number 5, being afraid of your own success and the potential within you. Being afraid of success is a very convoluted way for us to sabotage ourselves. Even when we start doing something that is right, even when we start seeing our life is changing for the better, we sabotage ourselves in our endeavors, and that usually stops us in our track. Is very self-defeating attitude that can be actively addressed. I'll try my best to explain how you can begin to address yours, and first of all, identify it. If you don't see how you are self-sabotaging yourself, you'll keep doing it and wonder why I don't have any barriers, and eventually I fuck up my diet, I don't go to the gym, and I binge for a month. Why do I do that? Why do I go back to square one or square minus one? How can I prevent it? I'll explain my analysis on all these 5 barriers and how you can begin to surpass them. But first, we have to surpass the 100 subscribers mark, so leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below or at the email general.fatforfeit@gmail.com. With all barriers in life, we need to act like our own doctor, be ruthlessly analytic of the situation. What is preventing me from getting to the next phase? What is actually causing myself to go backwards? Why do I not have energy to do this? Why? You have to know and analyze. What's the problem? What's the main issue? If we don't act like our own doctor, analyze and detect what is preventing us from moving on ahead, we will eventually need to see a real doctor. And in this phase, you will be moved by a fear that is large enough to knock down all the barriers. This fear is the one the doctor puts in you when it tells you you either lose 10 kilograms or you probably need a surgery, or you stop smoking or you will die. And this fire is big enough for us to make any change possible in our lives to avoid death. In this channel, we're not about that. We're about preventing that from happening. I'll try to explain as much as I can how you can dismantle these barriers and overcome them. The first one, low self-esteem or low self-worth, lack of self-love. This is deep scars within us that prevent us from loving ourselves, from seeing ourselves as someone worthy of value, of effort, of our energy and care. There are a couple of tricks that can begin to heal your wounds, which is basic self-care things. Wash your teeth, drink more water, eat a couple more vegetables. Treat yourself like someone worth caring for. Like if you were taking care of a puppy, you wouldn't let the puppy die or give him the wrong type of thing to eat, but you won't hesitate to do that to yourself. A good and challenging task, even if you don't already love and esteem yourself, is to ask yourself, what would a person who loves himself, herself, do in this moment? You'll realize that you don't know what you should or should not do to someone you love, because you never thought about yourself as someone who is supposed to love him or herself. These deep scars within us, this trauma, this way of viewing ourselves, it's worth taking care of, because it will allow a list of all other behaviors towards ourselves that are beneficial to us to occur. Without self-love, self-esteem or self-worth, we cannot do the simple, difficult things that are very, very good for us. Number 2, how do we surpass the lack of experience? The self-conscious part of us that is afraid of being judged by the others. Let me ask you a question. Do you judge a baby when he speaks its first words? No. Do you judge a toddler when he learns to kick a football? No. Do you judge or reprimand an adult who is learning on his first day at the job? No. Why would you expect anyone else to judge you if it's your first day, even if they don't know? What they are thinking is not, look at that fat individual running, he looks so stupid. No. The one person in 1,000 who thinks that is a miserable fool. He's probably like dead inside and a very, very bad person. Just think about the other 999 that see you in the streets working your ass off, or see you at the gym working your ass off, and actually think, damn, this person is putting in the effort. This person showed up. This person is doing something good for herself. Anyone who exercises, who knows how difficult it is sometimes, everybody who looks at the fat person exercising will commend them in their head, not the other way around. Nobody else in the gym usually cares about your existence there. Just do your thing, get in, get out, learn from experience, and don't worry what anybody else is thinking. Everybody started somewhere, everybody has its first day on the job. Delayed gratification. Tomorrow comes best for the person who makes the right sacrifices today. It's the Netflix, it's the internet browsing, it's the video games, it's the pornography, it's the Instagram, the social media, the attention, the talking with friends, anything that gives you a good feeling for just lying there and doing nothing that actually progresses your life forward. This inability to sacrifice the present moment, to realize that the return on investment, the ROI on these activities is extremely poor, is mostly just a matter of understanding what's happening. That your brain is being engaged by these activities and it's hooked in to these activities. You have the power to, at any time, unhook it and go for a walk and leave the smartphone at home. Choose a better ROI investment of your time and energy, even if only for 30 minutes. The awareness perceives the action that you need to take. Remember this. And finally, my favorite one, being scared of your own success and of your potential. If you're anything like me, you'll get to a point and eventually sabotage yourself into going back. I'll name 3 reasons that probably is affecting you subconsciously that you are not aware of. First one, you are afraid that you will lose loved ones or love and affection if you move forward. The identity that we have of ourselves is the identity that right now is receiving the love and affection from the people around us. When the dynamics shift a little bit, something subconsciously affects us that wants to go back to the comfort zone, to where we can guarantee the feelings of love, well-being, of belonging with other people. This can be addressed by knowing that if you move forward in life and this person does not love you anymore because you actually improved your life, that person did not love you at all. Second reason, the unknown positive is always scarier than the known negative. Even if we can see ourselves in the dirt, it's dirt that we are familiar with, and this is comforting in a way. We wallow in our self-pity and self-regret, but we know that feeling. It's comforting. The positive feelings that come at us when we actually start improving our life, that's what messes you up and makes you feel different from what you're used to, feeling proud of yourself, feeling good about what you're doing. These positive emotions that are unknown to you are unknown to you, and the unknown is scary for most people, and this unknown territory needs to be consciously welcomed, or we will end up in the comfort zone once again. Number 3, we cannot envision the future that way. We do not have the self-image in our head necessary to move forward. That self-image needs to be created. You need to do a lot of imagining yourself already having the thing, already having the wealth, already having the body, already being a healthy person, so that vision can become a reality, because that vision is very important to focus your direction and attention at. Because if you don't update the vision you have of yourself, and the vision you have of yourself in your head, it's the one that started the journey, you will eventually go back to the known and not the unknown. So you need to familiarize yourself with the vision in your head of you when the goal has ended. And this is the 3 most important reasons around self-sabotage that you should check on yourself. You need to understand that these barriers are affecting other areas in your life. These barriers are worth the effort to surpass. If you surpass them, the amount of things that you will be able to do, that you will be able to manifest in your reality is immeasurable. It's whatever your imagination can conceive of. You will have a much better range of creative actions in your life. Work on your barriers. They do not come off easily. They need work and attention. I thank you all for liking, subscribing, and commenting on the video, and for staying until the end. My name is Roger, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. If one of these barriers cannot be overcome by your inside work, please seek professional help. They will help you tremendously in your life. So don't underestimate the positive impact that surpassing these barriers can do to you.